two post-apocalyptic animes? Why not? Welcome back to my channel, guys. I'm going to be giving my first impressions today to two post-apocalyptic animes. There's going to be on one. The first one, Deca-Dence, or Dance, sorry. You can find this one on Funimation. It's one that when I saw, I was like, it's something that I'm probably not going to watch. The picture didn't really give me any interest. And I basically put it in my back burner and said, it'll be one of the last ones I give my first impressions for because I just don't really care for it. Man, was I wrong. Before anything, guys, a few things. I have been missing for a few days. It's been a tough week. My wife has moved into her own office for her business, and I've been helping her move everything out and clean the house. And we're still in the process of doing a lot of this stuff, but we're finally getting the hang of the whole new lifestyle. Anyways, guys, for those who have not yet subscribed, make sure you have the ability to subscribe. It's there, so why don't you do it? Anyways, go check out my other first impression videos. I have quite a bit of them already out. I will release just a few more after these two, and I'll be done for the season, which is amazing. I'm excited to be done, and I'm ready to be done. Anyways, guys, I will continue with my regular schedule after today, so make sure you tune to the new videos that I'll be posting for you guys. Lastly, there is a giveaway, and go check it out. It is open for everyone. And, oh yeah, spoiler alert for the first episode, if you don't want it to be ruined. There is something that might be ruined, so you have been warned. So, as any first impression video, I always basically give my opinion without even having, sorry, wrong screen, without even having to give names, but I'll give some names. We meet this girl, Natsume, and Natsume is, at the beginning of the anime, running with her father and another companion, I believe, and they're being attacked by what we can only, at this point, call monsters. And they're saved by what I believe is the army, I guess, and she is thrown into the vehicle, and her dad continues fighting. Now, her dad promises that he'll be back. I do not recall them mentioning her dad dying, or her even mentioning that he died. He just never returned. Because then we see her a little bit older, and she's graduating from school, what seems to be school, and by this I mean the entire anime is really set on a post-apocalyptic era, so everything is different. It doesn't look the same. In fact, they're living in this huge area that we later find out what it is, called the Deca-Dence, and essentially it's a moving city, if you want to call it that, that basically is looking for supplies, right? These humans need oxygen to live, they need food to live, and they're divided really into two groups. There is the gears, and then there's the tankers. The gears are essentially the fighters. They're the ones that go out and fight the monsters when they have to fight. And then the tankers, essentially, they provide help. Natsume's dream is to be a gear. Now, another thing that we should acknowledge is that she doesn't have I believe it's her right arm or left arm. She's missing an arm. She has a robotic, what are those called? I guess arms. I'll just call her arm for now. And she's bullied. Like, some people pick on her because she really wants to be up front fighting and defending the Deca-Dence, but people know and make her know that she's not as strong as she wishes she would be. So when she graduates, she's placed in the cleaning crew, and she thought she was going to be cleaning armors, but she ends up cleaning basically the Deca-Dence from the outside, and that is her job until maybe later where she might be picked as a gear, but it kind of seems like they told her that just for her to shut up and do her job, right? So she ends up with a guy, Kaburagi. Kaburagi is very serious guy. Doesn't say many words. Just do your job, and he's very in Spanish we'll say brusco. He's very just do it kind of guy and rough with her, I guess you can say. In fact, at one point he throws her off the ledge. He ties her up while she's talking and throws her off the ledge. And he's like, "This you just clean." And she's freaking out because she's hanging, right? And she's like, "Ah!" He's like, "If you're scared about that, this job is going to be so hard for you." Anyways, the anime passes. We kind of get interaction between them two. It's one of those where she really wants to make friends with him, and he's just like, back off. We also find out that this guy is harboring a pet who is also a monster. Now, these monsters do have a name. Gal dolls is what they call them, and he has a gal doll. And she at first tries to kill it, and he's like, no, 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 he's friendly. He doesn't want to threat, and he basically acts like a dog. So past that, and I think that's important. That's why I'm mentioning it, because I do think it's important to mention that he is harboring illegally, I would say, a gal doll with him. The anime really ends with the Deca-Dence being attacked by a huge gal doll and its little gal dolls attacking with him, and the Deca-Dence has a defense mechanism, but it needs time to warm up. So they send their warriors out, their gears, and they're fighting, and pretty epic scene. I really enjoyed that part of the anime, to be honest. Part of my most favorite part of it. And for whatever reason, Natsume falls with other people off the edge of the Deca-Dence because they're supposed to be going in and basically protecting themselves. That's what the tankers do. They just kind of go in and wait for the gears to do their job. But I guess one of her fellow comrades, so their thing gets stuck and he freaks out, so he jumps out with another guy called Fennel, and I think he's going to be important because he doesn't die either, so I'm sure he'll be important. But Fennel and him die, not die, they fall, and they fall on top of Natsume and Kaburagi, and then they fall as well, and they're falling from high. Kaburagi is able to retrieve a suit from one of the gears and save Natsume. While doing this, he goes into a rampage of killing gal dolls. And when I say rampage, I mean the gears that are attacking and defending the Deca-Dence, they're impressed with how many gal dolls he's killing. And anyways, we know a little bit maybe that he's probably hiding a lot of stuff because he's an amazing warrior. So the anime really ends with them being able to kill the big gal doll with the Deca-Dence and everyone just feeling relief. The first episode was pretty good. I thought personally it was action packed, and it's something that I really was not expecting it to be. I really, when I first saw the anime, I didn't think much about it. I thought it was going to be maybe a post-apocalyptic, but kind of a slice of life. In fact, even in the beginning, I was doubting because it very much showed me that it was about high school kids, and I thought, oh, high school kids making fun of her. It's gonna be one of those animes where, she just it's kind of more focused on the high school kids, but it really isn't. It's gonna be more focused on Kaburagi and Natsume, them being together and growing up. Now, there's other characters that showed up in the first episode that I think will be important, like one of her friends, Faye, and I guess another girl, the main girl who's bullying her. I don't know her name, but I think all of them will be important eventually in the anime, but we'll just have to see. I think it's great. We have a little bit of wondering, who is this Kaburagi guy? Why is he cleaning? Why is he out there in the upfront fighting? Why is he harboring a gal doll? Is it really illegal? Does he have permission? There's a lot of questions about just him, his character, but also Natsume. Where's her dad? What happened to her arm completely? Like, what really happened? And Fennel, who is this guy? But we'll just have to figure out in the next episodes of the series. It is being aired in Funimation. I don't know if it's one of the ones that Funimation will dub. I would say they should. It's probably one of the better ones this season, and I would be surprised if they don't dub it. But don't take my word for it. They might not dub it. Anyways, guys, out of everything, I think this is one of my biggest surprises this season, and I'm excited to see this one. I probably will watch it sub, even if it's not dubbed. So we'll see. Thank you guys for your love and support. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share. Go check out my giveaway video. It is free and open for everyone who is subscribed. So make sure you do that. Thank you for your love and support again. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.